I love Metallica. They're my favorite band. I've been a fan of theirs since I was in middle school in 2001, and I have been following their career ever since. All their albums, movies, whatever. If it's Metallica, I had to have it. I had to experience it. Now, in the world of games, which is another big thing I have been in love with since I was a kid, we have the new season of Fortnite called Fortnite Wrecked. And if you're not familiar with it, it is almost like a Mad Max, post apocalyptic. There's stuff in the desert. You have big vehicles that you can put weapons and big tires and just make your cars these big destructive things in this Mad Max looking world. And in the introductory trailer, they are playing Metallica's Fuel off of the album Reload. There's also the character Rust, who is wearing a Metallica shirt. Now, this Mad Max looking Fortnite thing with Metallica stuff really struck me as familiar because if you are not in the know, there was almost a Metallica video game. If you had bought the special edition of Saint Anger, which came out in 2003, it came with this enhanced CD something or other. It also came with a DVD that had the whole band playing the Saint Anger album, like rehearsing it live, and it ruled, by the way. I watch that DVD all the time. But if you put the CD inside your computer, you could see a trailer for Metallica the game. And if you look at it, it kind of looks like a Mad Max post-apocalyptic car thing. And it's not showing much, but it's showing enough to kind of give the vibes of what the game could be. Now, for the longest time, that's all we got. It was just this little teaser trailer inside Saint Anger. And I mean, if you're a Metallica fan, you know how reviled Saint Anger is. But I gotta tell you, as someone who started listening to Metallica in 2001, when Saint Anger came out in 2003, I listened. Oh boy, did I listen to the hell out of that album. I listened to it so much. I have a soft spot for their album. I actually kind of like Saint Anger. Like, if you put like gun to head, say right now you have to listen to Saint Anger or the Black Album, I'm gonna hesitate. But I'm probably gonna say Saint Anger. I don't know. It's like those kids who grew up on the Phantom Menace and now it's their favorite Star Wars film. You know what I mean? Anyway, so yeah, we didn't have any other bit of information about the game, only this little trailer on the Saint Anger CD. It wasn't until about 2011 when Kotaku put out an article talking about the game because the main artist of Metallica the game had put up some of the art that he was working on, showing what the members of Metallica were going to look like in the game, and also talking about that the game was probably going to be called Damage Inc., which is a song off of the album Master of Puppets. And then nothing else. No other bit of information until 2016, when a YouTube channel called P2P Online found an unfinished PS2 build of the game. And in the gameplay, it's a post-apocalyptic Mad Max thing where you are getting vehicles, you're upgrading them, you're putting weapons on them, you're driving around this desert area and you're blowing shit up. And in Fortnite Wrecked, that's the gimmick of this season. You're driving around, you're putting weapons on your car, you're using a lot of car combat. And car combat is something that's not really done a lot anymore. It feels like that style of game just kind of fell out of fashion after the PS2. We didn't have many more Twisted Metals, Vigilante 8s, Rogue Trip, WWE Crush Hour, Star Wars Demolition, right? Like, these games just kind of stopped happening. And it looked like Metallica the game, Damage Inc., whatever you want to call it, was going to be a mixture of a car combat with some open world elements where you could walk out of your car, take other cars, and upgrade those. And you also had your main vehicle. I believe the video is stating that games like Vigilante 8 and Grand Theft Auto were a big point of influence for what the gameplay was going to be like. And it's just so wild to see Fortnite Wrecked almost be Metallica the game. We have music from Metallica and Fortnite. We have the car combat. We have the Mad Max influence. Everything that Metallica the game could have been is now being done in Fortnite Wrecked. And I think it's just super wild to see. I love it. As someone who loves Fortnite and Metallica, this really excites me to see something I wanted to experience as a Metallica fan, the Metallica video game. And here it is now inside of Fortnite. And I think that's great. The only other game we had got from Metallica was Guitar Hero Metallica, which, shocker, spoiler, who'da thunk it, was my favorite Guitar Hero game. But yeah, Fortnite Wrecked. Looking like we actually got Metallica the game through Fortnite. I don't know. I love it. St. Anger's not that bad, y'all. It isn't. Okay? It isn't.